Public procurement is probably the biggest global marketplace in existence. In the EU, it's worth 2 trillion euros each year. Globally, it's estimated to be 13 trillion US dollars. It's a significant area of leverage, which is at the same time completely under-leveraged. We've heard about the Mario Draghi's report, which is really a fundamental call to action for reform. There's another report, which is from the European Court of Auditors, which was looking back at the last 10 years of procurement across the European Union, and it finds a declining position in competition, a declining position in transparency, and the majority of contract award decisions being based on lowest price. So these conditions are the complete opposite of what needs to happen for innovation and innovative procurement to thrive. So we need a system reboot, a complete paradigm shift that looks across the entire system. I would say start anywhere, but I would also recommend the place you start is the area where you know there is the most friction and pain being experienced by the primary users. In this case, primary users of public procurement are the teams in government who are trying to transform public services, and it's the suppliers of services or capabilities who help with that transformation. So buyers and suppliers, let's understand their needs and what needs to change in order to meet their needs. Choose a thin slice out of that complexity. Bring the right people together. So lawyers, they're really important. Commercial policy practitioners and digital delivery practitioners, establishing a shared understanding of what needs to be fixed, how to fix it, and then just crack on. The system in its entirety is too large and too complex to transform in one go, and that's not actually the way you transform complex systems. You have to experiment, you have to try things differently, you learn through that experimentation, and you share the learnings within an expanding community of practitioners who are bound by a common interest in doing the right thing for the right reasons. The European procurement directives are actually very enabling for more innovative approaches to procurement. I believe the issue is when those directives are transposed into the domestic law of each member state, that moment is used as an opportunity to perhaps over-regulate at a national level. And I think that is a practice that should not be done because it creates and introduces unnecessary burdens. The second issue is that sometimes the law is misinterpreted, or there's a more local custom and practice which is being followed, which isn't actually the law, but is interpreted to be the law. And I would call that procurement folklore, and that really has to be challenged because it's an unnecessary layering of bureaucracy and complexity, which gets in the way of more flexible and innovative approaches. So defining what the selection and award criteria should be through public procurement absolutely has to focus on delivering public value. We need to broaden our understanding of how we view and approach social value from the perspective of, yes, economic value, but environmental, social, and cultural value for the communities that government is there to serve. And I think that is a fundamental part of the paradigm shift and the mindset shift that we need to see in the profession that I'm part of,